I've ever taken the mic off before, so we're taking the mic off. Hi, everybody. So, I am going to tell you about an online dating story. I was married for 32 years, and after my divorce, I don't know, maybe, a year or two after, I thought, well, it's time to dip that toe back in the water. And how am I going to do this? I don't want to hang out at bars because I'm not a big drinker, and I really just didn't know what to do, so I tried online dating. And I've got so many good online dating stories, but this is probably one of the better ones. And sometimes you get confused, swipe left, swipe right, you don't know what to do, whatever. So I see this person that, seems interesting, so I swiped whichever way I was supposed to swipe, and he likes me too, so he swipes back, and we agreed to meet at a diner, and the diner over by Park City where Ollie's is, and we agreed to meet outside by the bench. So, come as you are, let's just do this. So I'm there, and just really nervous, and I see this person walking towards me, and I'm like, that's not him. Doesn't look anything like him. And so he comes walking up, and, are you Georgine? And I'm like, yes, are you? And I forget his name. Paul. Hi, Paul. And clearly not anyone I would have gone out of my way to want to date, but I thought, well, I'm going to have an open mind, and you just never know. So he's like, let's go inside. So he proceeds to walk in front of me and opens the door and continues to walk through. So I'm standing on the other side like, okay, so I open the door, and the view from the back was just not good. There was nothing happening for me, but I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I have to get used to talking to, men again and whatever. So he tells the host that we need, table for two, whatever. So again, he walks in front of me, sits down, we sit down, and we're, having a little bit of small talk, nodding back and forth, and he tells me, order anything you want off the menu, and what you don't finish, I will. And I'm like, okay. That's encouraging. So he has the menu up, and he's looking at the menu, and I'm kind of had the menu down, looking at the menu, and I hear this. I hear, and so I said, do you see anything you like? And he says, yeah, so he starts to order, and I order. She comes over and takes the order, and clearly I don't think he learned any manners at all. So the food comes, and he's diving into it, and all the time he's eating, he's going, and he's eating his food, and I'm just, with my little salad, eating. And I think he was disappointed that I ordered a salad too. But so all of a sudden I see him he starts to do this. And he gets his napkin, and he starts wiping himself, and he's wiping the back of his head. I said, what's the matter? And he starts to sweat profusely. He's drenched, and his shirt's getting wet, and he's just, patting himself. And he said, I used to be really heavy, but then when I lost weight, which I don't know how true that was, but when I lost weight, I all of a sudden I sweat all the time. I don't know how to stop sweating, and he was getting pale, and I said, do you need me to take you to the hospital? Because are you having a heart attack? Oh, no, I do this all the time. And I'm like, fantastic. So we, continue with the small talk, and I can't even tell you what the small talk was, because I just was just trying to be polite, and, how am I going to end this politely and respectfully, and, be a kind person. So he finishes my salad. we go to leave, and you know, he walks out in front of me, and I still see nothing attractive in front of me, except now there's a wet man walking in front of me. So he pays the bill, we go outside, the same thing, opens the door, lets it close, I grab the door myself, so he goes and you know, I'm like, okay. Well, it went, no, come sit down on the bench, let's talk a little bit more. And I'm like, okay, so I perch myself in the farthest corner of the bench, and he sits down and puts his arm up. And I'm like, hey. And he says, so you want to do this again? And I said, you know, I don't think so. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to do it again either. And I was like, great, that was it. Good, end of night, thank you.